man. Yeah, man. Well, I'm Uton-G, and that's my stage name. And my original name is Herbert Uton Graham, which says Og, Hug, which is Og, you know, so I just use the Uton with the G of the last name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Uton, let me ask you this, yeah? How long have you been in the business? And why did you choose to venture into the music industry? And I'm sure there are plenty of other careers you could have chose, and you choose to do music. So give us a little bit about Uton growing up and how comes you got into this whole entire music career and why you chose it.
All right, the whole thing about it is like, I was born in Clarendon, and I was taken to Kingston by my mom at the age of 11. But my mom was a dancer. She be all at the old school dance thing and all those things, you know. So she normally teach me to dance, yeah. Like she's like a soul dancer, you know. She dance to all the old hits them, you know. So it's like she teach me to dance as well. So I'm a good dancer, you know. But growing up is like I've been around different set of people, you know, and I've always liked the music. Right? I don't say love, you know, I say like the music. Right. I always like the music. Yeah. But where all come in play when I come across two friends. One was Eva Irie and one was Five Asa. So in that time they call me Essa. So they call me Essa Sa, you know. So the same Five Asa becomes Code the Melody. And then Eva Irie passed away. So it's like, you know, we just go separate ways since. So from there on, you know, it's like I used to be at studios and stuff like that, but you have never gotten that chance, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you be at the studio and a bigger artist come and it's like them put you out, you know? And then my son born now, so it's like I had to go look at work. So I just walk away and, you know, and go look at work to take care of my son. So, but after seeing all that's going on right now, and like I moved from Jamaica and come to Florida.
Okay.
Where I come across his friend, right? And it's like he was saying that he know me from somewhere. And then we start talking. And then he tell me that he have a small studio. So he said, pass through. So I say, all right. So from then, that's when that first song, Mr. President, you know. I went to New York, and for the first time, I didn't know that New York was like this. And it's like, I was to write that song, Mr. President. So that's when that song come about.
Could you do me a favor? Could you put your camera? I don't know how your phone is set up, but you need to push it back because we're like only getting half of it. Now we're good. We're getting good.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yes. Sorry about that. Because we were only see like the bottom half of your face just for a minute.
Okay.
No problem. We're good to go. Yes. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So from there and then I started to look at writing and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, we start move forward, doing little things. Well, a lot of people, actually the song Mr. President, it's on the African Child Rhythm. Oh. And that rhythm was sent to me by I think a Oneness record from Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like then I do the song, but they said they want to know about the song and they want to hear it before they. Yes, so I send them a snip of it and they say I love it.
Okay, but are you on a collaboration with these people from Germany, or is just you on a beat that they produce, or is it actually your song and they want to know the history behind Mr. President?
No, that's their beat.
Oh, that's their beat.
But,
okay, got you.
But but I asked them for permission to use it.
Yeah.
But they said they want to know what's going on it first.
Yeah.
So when I do that song and send to them, that's when they were like, "Whoa, we love this."
Okay.
So they give me the permission. They give me a written permission to use it. Right, but a lot of radio stations they want to play it. It's like they, you know.
So, but that's the craziest thing. It's been played in Europe on all German station, urban station, and then it's not,
I'm not
in your own country or in America. It's like, okay, what's we don't.
All right. It plays in America a couple of times, and like they pull it from the whole thing.
Yeah.
When I ask them why, they're saying they give me a kind of excuse, but I know the reason why. You know, but actually, I have a friend in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And he played it all the time.
Okay.
Right? His name is Watchdog, and I also have a special friend in England. Her name is DJ Grace.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the only one right now I see playing reggae music for the right way right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Apart from you being on a platform here in Germany and having the song probably playing in Germany on that radio station or that platform that belongs to those who the beat belongs to, and in America it's played a couple of times and it actually got shelved. I didn't know that, so I didn't do my research on that one, but it's something that I'm gonna look up after the interview, of course, because I like to know who the beat belongs to and the beat that you're on. So that's new for me as well. So I mean, I already wrote that down. This is 1, 2, 3 for me to go back and check. But apart from that, what have you been up to? What are you doing? Do you have an album, an EP, or anything like that coming out at the point? What do your fans, your followers expect from you?
Well, what happened now? The song you played early on, right, This Love Is Mine, and I think you have a next one called Free Up. Yeah. Those are coming out on my debut album.
Okay.
And the album is called Unchained. Unchained.
Okay. That's the name of the album, Unchained?
Yeah, Unchained.
Okay.
It's coming out this month, the 30th of this month.
The 30th this month.
I'm also doing an album launch as well.
Okay. Go ahead and promote it. To promote the hell out of it. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, well, it's called Equinox 22. It's a double album launch, me and my friend, It's gonna have Everton Blender, Aisha Blender, it's gonna have Lady Tia, it's gonna be me plus Disturbance, and it's gonna have a Eugene Gray, and this is gonna be backed by Code Red Band. Okay.
So you have an entire album coming out at the end of this month, the 30th that you disclosed. Is there a time that your fans can expect this album to be released? A date?
It's gonna be
the date is the 30th, but I mean like a specific time.
It's gonna be like 12 a.m. 12 a.m. on that Wednesday morning, right? And and then the night gonna be the launch. So.
Okay. So do you have like a whole entire launching party going on, release party, to let your fans know that you got like an album out on that day? Are you going to go live? Is there a stream? Is there like a platform that your audience could go on and know that, okay, Uton-G have an album released on the 30th, Wednesday at 12 a.m.?
Yeah, the album will release at 12 a.m. But the show, because we're gonna do an album launch show, and that's gonna go live by FlexFM.online.
Hold on, Flex? I gotta write that down. Yeah. Flex AM?
No, FM.
FFM, okay, sorry.
.online.
Did you say that line
That,
or that line?
no, that online.
Okay. Because I'm
It's
gonna
gonna be
target.
it's gonna be the 30th of this month. My showtime is gonna be like 8 o'clock p.m.
Okay. Got it. Because I'm gonna tag it into the interview when I'm finished, so I'm just writing down everything real quick. But okay, so okay, we know that you have an album release on the 30th of this month, which is going to be on Wednesday. You have the album release, but the actual like party event will be at 8 p.m. That will be
Yeah,
your time. That will
yeah.
be at 2 a.m. in the morning for us in Holland, if I'm right, between 2 and 3 in the morning. Not a big deal. I will put up the difference between your people in America and in Jamaica and this side of Europe, of course. I'm letting them know. I'll tag it into it. But what I wanted to ask is this: apart from you putting out a whole entire album, working with, what are you working with people only in America or in the Caribbean, or are you working with people overseas, apart from, I mean, Europe and like Africa or anything like that, other Caribbean country? Who else is
So
on
the
the
thing about it is
album?
like, no, just me alone on the album,
Okay.
right? But I have collab that I've done with DJ Grace, and she's in England.
Okay.
I never really like like get like beats from Jamaica, and the reason why is like Jamaica is not passionate no more about reggae. So the whole album, all the beats on the album come from Holland, Germany, and Spain.
But I think, you know what? I'm not saying that you're not wrong. I'm not saying that you're right either. Because I think when it comes to Europe and reggae music, reggae song, everything reggae, I personally think apart from the reggae artists or the reggae followers, viewers in Jamaica, I would say that Europe is more of a bigger platform when it comes to reggae music than the actual country itself. And it's so
Yeah,
rare that y'all don't know that you're sitting on a gem. You're sitting on the diamonds, the stones of all the
that's the
stones.
thing.
And it have to take for a European country to come along and tell you what you have is just marvelous. It's stunning.
Yeah,
It's marvelous. Like, why do the foreigner have to come and tell you how good your own music is, and y'all don't even know how good your own music is in your country? Like, that hurt my soul. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, I sit up, man. I don't know what belongs to me. I don't know the rest of the world. I die and I crave and pretend and want to be Jamaican. Y'all don't even understand the gem that
yeah,
you're
for
sitting
real.
on.
Yeah,
So
so
sad.
so it's like, so the thing about it is like we I'm a lover of live band, and most of what coming out of Jamaica now is computer. Yeah,
That's a part of the new level up of music. If you're not technology wise when it comes to the new, because you know back then we're from a different era, so we know about the burning of the records and you know the little records, the black ones that people used to play back in the days. Now it's like all you need is a little UBS stick, or you got all your equipment and your computer and your laptop and you're good to go. So it's like,
yeah.
are you ready for that new era? Do you feel that you could match up to the new level up of the reggae dancehall? Because it's been leveling up, let's be honest.
No,
I'm expecting
no, we can't.
10, 15,
We
20
can't.
years ago, what you consider as pure reggae music is actually not pure anymore. Is it wrong? Um, I don't think we need to switch up on the pureness of the reggae or the dancehall to match up with the rest of the world. I just think we need to stop want to be like the rest of the world, because the authenticness of the reggae and the dancehall is what European crave, is what they know, is what they want. So when you try to be like America or the American artist, or trying to change the reggae genre or the dancehall genre, is like, what are you doing? Don't try to change it. This is what Europe love, and they're the one that pays you. So why change to be something else that you don't need to be?
Yeah, the thing about it is like I don't really have a problem with their rhythm, because I can go on it if I want to. But I like to hear the strings. I like to hear the guitars. I like to hear I like to hear all those banging. Yeah. That's what I write to. I write to the sound of the reggae music, not the makeup of it. That's the sounds that surrounded it.
All right.
So
My next question to you would actually be, um, could you actually tell me about the sounds of music, the style of music that you make, um, from then compared to now? And again, I don't know how long you've been in the industry, and that's one of my questions that I normally ask, but I try to like jump over that today. But they come, I didn't have a choice, but they come back to it. But since you've been in the music industry as a, I don't want to put you in a box and call you a reggae artist, because I'm sure you are versatile. You could basically jump on any beat or any rhythm you need to. But as somebody, as I listen to your song, I will disclose you as a reggae artist. Could you explain to me why you choose the route? Why you couldn't go pure dancehall or something else? Why you choose the genre of the reggae music?
well, well, dancehall music, it's okay, right? But I feel dancehall music is a discrimination of people, and not the upliftment of people. And if you're gonna say you're gonna deal with reality, you're gonna push righteousness, you have to love people, and people is all about reggae.
Or dancehall.
All right. So the whole thing about it is like reggae. I'm like because I mostly listen to Bob Marley, Peter Touch, Bonnie Wheeler. But those are the people I listen to.
Reggae music. That's what I call it, of course.
Yeah. So you see, even the song you play, "This Love Is Mine." If you listen it, you see it's a reggae, and a more upliftment rhythm, but it's a reggae, and it's talking about love, right? So this is what reality is all about.
Yes, definitely. All right, let me ask you this. Can you remember the first time you see yourself, vision in your head, not the actual you being on stage, but visualize yourself being on stage and being an artist, that people know your name and recognize you as an individual artist? Can you remember that time, and what did it do to you? Or the time that you were on the street and people like, yo, that's Uton-G. How did that feeling go?
Well, the thing about it is like when my music first played and I hear it, it's like I was like, it blew my mind. I'm like, wow, it's like I'm here. But the journey is long, and we have a lot of road to travel. Yeah, but I've always seen myself not on a stage, but in the crowd of the people singing. Around the people. Is like, because I see the stage as a celebration away from the people.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I want to be amongst the people because I'm of the people, for the people.
Got you, 100%. Are there any particular artists that you would love to do a collaboration with, or done a collaboration with already? And why the person that you haven't done a collab with us yet? Why them? Why would you want to choose them at this point in your career to do a collaboration with?
All right. I would choose Everton Blender. And I would choose Sizzler, but I would choose the old Sizzler, not the new Sizzler.
Okay, so what's up with the new Sizzler?
It's not authentic as as when he first comes out. The music that he did do in that time was the music that really brought him to the people.
But would you say the same thing about Capleton? If you should be honest.
Capleton, the funniest thing, I've known Capleton from Capleton was called low.
So right? Right.
Yeah. You know, but the thing about Capleton is on his journey.
But
right?
So is Sizzler.
Yeah, but
they're elevating from
all right, listen.
15, 20 years ago.
All right, let me tell you. With Capleton, you see Capleton like just burning the system.
Yeah.
In one way, one format. No matter which beat he get, it's the same format.
Yeah.
But Sizzler is more he's more rounded when it comes to making music. He's more open.
Okay.
Right? So if you notice the type of music he do, then if you follow his catalog from then to now, you'll realize there's a slight drift.
I wouldn't call it a drift. It's just him going after his surrounding, what he's seeing around him, what's happening in the world. He's singing about his experience of the world. I wouldn't call it a drift, but I get what you're saying, though. I understand fully what you're saying.
All right, before it was a more spiritual thing.
Yeah.
Now it's like a more just going at anything.
Like you know that, the rest of the world.
Yeah. But Blender, I chose Blender really because Blender stays in his lane. He never drift no matter what. He never, he just stays in his lane.
It's an actual drift from the message of the Rastafarian, or is it just of leveling up and accepting what the world have to offer and what the world is bringing and trying to get in between of that and still stay who he is? I don't think I understand what you're saying fully, and I'm trying not to use the wrong word so it doesn't look some kind of way, but I understand what you're saying. But I think he is still the artist that we know as Sizzler Kalonji. He's just at a point where he's making songs and music after what the world is offering, what the world is putting out. Is that wrong? No, I think he's evolving.
No. All right, let me tell you. The world never have nothing to offer than just destruction.
No.
Because let me explain to you.
Okay.
Because the world is different from the earth. Always remember, mankind built a world on earth.
True.
They never built right. So and then they said that we have to pay to live in their world. So that's what we are doing. So when you do things to level up in their world,
I got you. You ain't
it's
got to
totally
say no
different.
More. You ain't got to say
okay,
no
all
more.
right.
You ain't got to say no more about you. We're gonna leave it at that. And we're not gonna. I got you. Put it that way. And who doesn't? Who bad? But let me ask you this, yeah. How did you first decide to name the album that you're putting out right now, and why did you choose the name that you did, and how there is this album to you?
All right, this album is, to me, but this album is so close to my heart right now. This album is so close to my heart, and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people are looking for someone to come and save them. And throughout all the crisis from 2020, early 2020 till now, no one comes to save them. right? The music is the only thing can save the people. And let me tell you, it puts you in a place where you relax, where you don't stress over nothing.
I think for the last couple
Right.
of 2 years, we've been stressing and wondering what the hell is going on.
Exactly. So why under so much stress and then you accept an album that full of peer peer violence? It's like it gets you in a more stressful manner. So so I have to bring back the authentic reggae where people like we feel the people pain. We hear them crying, right? We can hear them crying. They're not crying out now, but we hear them crying.
Yeah.
And the people them are suffering inside. Right? So the only thing can keep the people relaxed because remember when you're stressed, it brings forth a lot of sickness.
It does.
And you end up to the doctor. And then the doctor now make a field deal now by giving you all those prescription pills, all those drugs. So and then it give you then you've gone down a different road again. Yeah, so if you listen to the reggae music, that's why I tell people all the time. I tell people now, listen, you turn your back on Bob Marley and Europe, hold on to Bob Marley. And I said to them, don't turn your back on Uton-G. Just try hold Uton-G before Europe does.
Yeah.
Because if Europe hold Uton-G before Jamaica, there won't be there maybe for the year I would only do like one show in Jamaica, maybe none.
So basically, you're saying like y'all as Jamaican on the islands, all over the world, like see who I am. No, I'm one of the realest artists you can find, and don't let Europe discover me before you do. Basically.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
for real.
I got you. All right, let me ask you this, yeah? Why did you choose to give the album the name that you did, and what does the name mean for you, and why did you choose that name?
Well, I choose a name because
First of all, what's the name of the
my
album?
chain. It's called Unchained. Alright? So the Unchained is not from your hand, but it's from here.
The mind.
Yeah, so when I finish, I'm gonna send you a copy of the album so you can listen to it for yourself. And then you see the road I'm going down. Right? So when you free your mind from all these things, from all that they teach you, you accept reality now. You know that then you know that the moment you're born on earth, you know you're gonna die. So you can't be afraid of that. So that's reality. Right? So yeah, so whenever you accept reality, when you accept reality, then you're free. Right?
Yeah, that's
so that's the unchained,
Yeah. It's literally free your mind and the rest will follow.
And so only you alone can do that.
Okay, I got you 100%. For those who don't get what the artist is saying, he's basically saying, free your mind from all the social media, what the news is telling you, what you have learned from your peers, friends, family, and starting to think for yourself. Once you start thinking for yourself and your heart is pure and clean, you will see the vision of what's going on in general. Basically, that's what he's saying. Yeah. And for those don't get it, I can't help it.
But that's what the songs on the album is here for. Yeah. Because I sing a song called Free Up. And I know you listen it.
I listen to all the songs, like I've been doing them since last night.
So the song says, if you take back your religion, you will see what will happen. And if you stop making my decision, you'll never know what will happen.
True.
Right? So a person only can tell you what's ahead if he's the one making your decision.
For you.
Exactly. Exactly. You know?
And, the reason why I'm not even trying to go down that road, it's a never ending story. It's a never ending discussion. It doesn't have no end and it have no stopping. So it's like, all right, do I want to go into a whole entire discussion about religion, beliefs, what you was taught growing up? No, that's a topic I never want to take on because it's never ending. And you're
That's
going
why
to
we say
offend
reality.
people are going to offend you. Everybody going to get in their feelings, and then you hear you're this, you're that, and me personally, I'm not depend on nobody. You got your belief, I got mine. Everybody else is going to have theirs, and we just
so that's why. So that's why we talk about reality. At the end of the day, everyone have to face that reality.
Your reality may not be mine, may not be somebody else's, and that's why it's a never-ending discussion. It never.
My reality is from your born, you will die, and that's reality.
That's one thing. No religion can't stop.
Oh,
they could tell you when you die, you're gonna go to heaven, you're gonna go to hell, you're gonna go in between.
Oh no!
All gonna die.
No. All right, now you see why the song come about. No, if you take back your people will obtain reality.
How long did it take you to formulate and put a whole entire song together? Or even an album? How long did it take to write an album or even come up with your single?
It just all depends, you know, because I work and most times like I wear Bluetooth and I'll be just recording on my phone. And I mostly drive a forklift, so I'm like always singing. Just singing all type of thing. Singing all type of thing. But when I get a rhythm now, sometimes it takes me the same day, sometimes it takes me like I know how to write a song, sometimes it takes me like a week. Right? It all depends because I always approach the song in a spiritual way. It's like I have to feel it and feel what it's saying. So that's why I said I like live music, live band, because I can hear all the sounds crying out, you know?
So do you write your own songs?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That don't say I won't take something from someone.
No, that's normal. Everybody.
Okay.
That's normal. All right.
Okay.
And how, when it comes to you writing your own song, how do you go about it and do that? Do you? And I've asked countless of other artists the same question. How do you come along and write your songs? Do you go into the studio and it flows from your brain, from your head, or do you have to already have it written down on paper, or you just go after your environment?
Well, the thing about it first is like, as I said earlier, when I used to go in studios and used to get like kick out, it's like I couldn't deal with that no more. So what I did, no, this is my own studio, right? I'm in my own studio now. So, but as I said, most of my writing is at work, and I will just write a whole bunch of things that doesn't make sense, but after putting them back together now, yeah, it makes a lot of sense after. So I just choose what I want to use and still keep those. I still keep those for another song, but yeah, that's the way we do it.
Got you, 100%. What advice would you give to an artist of your peer, or artist that's upcoming, or even an artist that's established in artist yourself? What advice would you have for that three genre of artists upcoming, already established, or already in the business?
All right. For for artists out there that are already established,
Yeah.
they need to start
You're never too
leaving
old for that.
trademark. They need to start leaving trademarks, and that's one of the main thing that mashing up a lot of things because they don't leave trademarks because they don't like take a couple of guys and then bring them out there to the world. They don't do that, and only if you notice it's only you can call and you can just call some artists on your hand, right, who have done that. You have a bounty killer who have done that, but otherwise some bounty killer as a DJ who have done that as a reggae artist now. Because the first time I get a mic to sing, it was given to me by Ninja Man. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And one time he used to have artists who used to bring up guys on stage and
True.
and yeah, and ask people to listen. You don't see that no more because everyone wanna be that man.
It's
Everyone
not
wanna be that man.
true.
So for the younger generation now that's coming now, they need to know the business.
And,
They
and
need to
I'm
know the
happy.
business.
I'm happy you brought that up. But it's not only in Jamaica. It's the same thing in Europe. You'll have artists from Yard come over Europe come perform, and if the promoter doesn't tell you, yo, this is a female artist as well, and she's from Jamaica, and she bad like that, it's like they're not really comprehend of giving you the mic. It's like you're taking out of their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, that's
If you want
the
to
thing.
Jamaican artist come on Europe and you're up on a stage and somebody say, yo, this one Jamaican artist, I'm vouching for the person and the person's actually good. Why wouldn't you give them a 2-3 minutes out of your hour on stage? It's not gonna cost you anything.
Because everybody wanna be the person, wanna be the man. Everybody wanna be the man. So if you notice a lot of artists,
anywhere.
all right, if you notice a lot of artists have a lot of guys around them, and all these guys they sing the DJ. Yes, but you're not talking about these guys.
True.
And but one thing overall I want to tell artists to stop though is stop fight against each other because it's a journey, and everyone have to take the baton. Everyone have to take. You have to pass the baton on, no matter what you do.
True.
You have to. So it's better pass on that baton with a clean sprint than to pass it on stumbling. Because if you pass it on stumbling, the person you pass it to is gonna run last.
Okay, Mr. Uton, can I ask you this? How do you balance your career as an artist, but also as a family man? And family man doesn't mean you're married and you're home with your kids, but basically just your mom, your dad, your brother, your sisters, nieces, nephew, kids. How do you balance the two?
Well, my mom and my dad has passed, right? And I keep my kids them big, big man and big woman. It's like, but we still reach out, talk, but so it's not really hard on me now. Because as I said before, I was to walk away from the music to go look work when they were small.
Yeah.
But it's not hard on me now. Because whomsoever I'm with now, they understand the whole thing. They understand the whole process.
Definitely. Well, let me ask you this. What is your opinion about how the industry have been treating upcoming artists and artists that are already established in the business? The fair play between both artists. Sometimes some of the established artists them not even as bad as the upcoming artists them. But do you think it's more like a friend politics thing going on within the music industry?
The music industry is a thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I handcuff them, you need one big old handcuff from what is it?
Yeah, it's like and them step on a lot of artists. Them step on a lot of artists.
Still doing.
And we have to try come up with ways where we can do our own thing, do our own distribution. We have to break away from these people because, but as I said before, we have to start accept reggae all over again, and take it back. Because if we don't take it back, not going to have no form of changes.
True.
Artists don't help each other. They don't even have a pension fund for artists.
Jamaican artists doesn't now. Yeah. I think the new artists are a little bit more smarter when it comes to the paperwork and the copyrights and the royalties.
Yeah.
They know now. They know better than 10 years ago.
Well, listen. A lot of people feel like as if like to make music, to be a dancehall DJ or a reggae artist, you will rich. And I tell people all the while,
you can forget about it.
And I tell people that all the while that richness is an illusion, because you'll never be rich. Yeah, you might drive a different car, yes.
And have a little bit of money in the bank, but you ain't rich.
You ain't rich. You're poorer than even me.
Having money to survive, being rich, and being wealthy. There's a difference between the three. Wealthy, it's the old money. That's the old slave money.
Exactly. The thing about it, we can't be rich in their world because we are all owned.
You're not allowed.
Because
you're not allowed to be wealthy.
Because artists have to start to realize that we are all owned, and that's why they said we worth. This is the reason why they say we worth. They don't say we earn, you know. They say we worth something. So if you're worth something, you're worth it to someone. So what artists have to do is start coming together, buying up lands, build, have people farming, build studios, start induct the ghetto children them into the music, into the reggae music. Start bring them on tour with them, give them the stage, right? And then all our stuff back in Jamaica, because even the government in Jamaica not doing nothing towards music, because it's sad to say, as we we said this, Edward Siaga do a lot for reggae music than any MP and Prime Minister. And that man is not of reggae. But yet he did it. So
we saw the value of reggae music,
that's the thing.
And that's the thing that hurts me the most, that it's not about the money. It's about you being authentic reggae or dancehall artists. And then I realized that we as a European, and when I say we, I grew up here. I left Jamaica when I was 13. So I've spent more of my life in Europe than I've been in Jamaica. And I've been to the most reggae shows, festivals, concerts, club appearances. I've paid thousands of dollars on that shit throughout the years. And the people that are craving, the old generation are craving old school reggae, old school dancehall. Then you have this evolved generation that's all about the new music. And you got to know how to balance the two. If you're in a club and you see to the generation in between 30 and 40, once you play that old school dancehall, you're good. You don't have to play nothing new. And we good with the old school. But once you see it's 20 to 25 to 30, you gotta balance it what they love.
All right. Do you know that Do you know that reggae music is the biggest music throughout the whole world?
Hands down. Hands down.
But let me tell you what happened. And we have to start see these things. It's like reggae music.
What if I tell you that reggae music, dancehall, is one of the most gross income of worldwide, and then you have the rest of the world sampling your music, reggae beat, Afro beat, every other beat that's out there, whether it's rap, hip hop, they all sample off of the reggae dancehall, even soca beat, and you're thinking, how can the continent of Africa that samples reggae dancehall and they're multi-million dollar artists, not thousands, multi-million. What is Jamaica doing wrong? How can somebody take something out of your country and make it multi-million? What
because of the government.
No, remind it.
Because look at this. I'm going to give you a splitting example. Look at the word that they call bad word. And you have festival all over in the world. Yet still,
hold on.
What the government should do is pattern that word.
Me not cut you. In a Belgium, you have a festival here. Bombo Class Festival. When that festival keeps, it makes thousands of euros. But you can't keep a festival in your own country. And I phone word. How can you profit
exactly,
off
because
of the word
if we
bombo class and make a festival?
If we use the word, no, but if we use the word in Jamaica, we're going to jail. Just look at it. Just to show you what I said. They don't accept. They don't accept nothing. They don't nothing for music.
They are the original of the songs, the music, the reggae, the beat, the skank, the oh Lord.
That's why overseas Europe can tell you more about Bob Marley than Jamaica.
Can. I learned more. Everything that I've learned about Jamaica, I learned in this country and not growing up in Jamaica.
Exactly. So I'm saying, so that's the thing. Those are the things that can shape back the music. But artists want to drive. Imagine an artist want to build a house. He want to build a 20-bedroom house. How much room can you live in?
And this is my last question to you. How much of influence do you think the internet have on the reggae dancehall genre of music, of style, elevation of the whole entire Caribbean flow? How much of influence do you think it have on it? And do you think that the reggae dancehall have reached a point where you can't take it back to the 80s and the 90s? You don't have a choice but to move it. It's like a train. It's moving, and then it stops at every station, and then it goes faster to reach the next station. Do you think reggae dancehall is on a locomotive runway? It's like moving. We can't expect it to stay where we know it from growing up as 80s, 90s, 80s.
All right, first thing, let me tell you what type of music I consider as dancehall music.
And reggae.
I consider dancehall music as the Buju Banton. Girl in your body ride a murder.
But remember,
there is some man. No more pain in your heart. No more. Those are the songs I call dancehall music. What we're hearing now from Jamaica are called trap music. But listen to the word, trap. Because everyone come out, every day them come out with a song, shoot in the head, shoot in the face, shoot out your belly.
I got you.
Every day them come with something, every day it's the same thing. But when you speak of these things, you bring it in existence. That's why so much crime is there. But whenever they embrace the reggae music, the crime rate drop. So you see, the internet have a lot to do with it going bad than being good.
But
Because
let me ask
reggae
you,
music,
people really
hold on,
blame
hold on.
reggae music or dancehall music for certain things that's happening in the world or in the country as we know as Jamaica. Because an artist can come out and sing about bust off your head top and gal this and gal that, but he doesn't even live that lifestyle. Now, are you gullible, unknowingly enough to want to listen to what this artist is saying and take it up and make it into a reality? Are you dumb or is the artist clever?
But listen. All right, I can bet you, if you listen to a song 3 times on the radio, that song is gonna lodge in your head. So you see, when the radio start play these songs, everyone hear it.
Yeah, but again, the radio
I remember
play the original Badman version or the dirty version compared to what's been on the airway, like legally.
No.
You know, you can't sing about no gun bust out your head and gal this and gal that the down in the throat. You know, you have to come with a clean version. So me on the radio,
no.
why do I feel like it's going to be an influence on me?
No, listen. If it plays, it's a clean version, yes. But remember the man saying everything before him said the gun. So you know the children them are good, them know exactly what I'm saying. So exactly. So the only thing to break off those things is to start play back the reggae on the radio and start ban those music. No, instead of them ban those music, them are ban reggae. Because look at a song like Mr. President, them ban it. Okay, it's been banned maybe in Jamaica, but I promise you in Europe they will never ban it. So where does the loyalty lie? Do you go forth? That's why we talk about the internet now. That's why we talk about the internet now. Because remember now, the man who distribute these things, you know, they know when to stop it, or to put it and where to put it. So if they don't want it put in a certain place, it can't put in certain place. True. Yeah, if they don't want it to reach in certain place, it can't reach there. That's just like how you on Facebook, them cut you off if you say certain things. It's the same thing. So the internet is good but it do more damage. Or Uton, than being good. Wish we had more time and more topic, and this is a time where I wish I would have had you as my last interview instead of my first one, because this is a conversation that I would like to have with you. But I'm running so late right now, like I'm already 5 minutes late, and I really don't like to be late because the other artist is also on the live, and apart from doing the interview, I would love to go live with you and have a conversation about what we're talking about, because we're being real and it's realistic about what's going on right now. But for now, within this hour of an interview that we have, I really don't want to cut you off. I don't, because I'm enjoying the interview. And I would love to go back live with you one of these days, but that's something I will talk to you about and have a conversation with you about just what's going on in real life. But for now, I just want you to tell the world on what platform they can reach you on, whatever album or EP you have releasing right now. Like we have a conversation before, so I know you have a whole entire release party on the 30th of this month at 12 p.m. And the name of the album is Unchained. Go ahead and tell